Yo, if y'all in the on the Facebook page, if you can hear me, say something. If y'all can hear me, say something so I can know you can hear me. Yo, if y'all in the okay, thanks, Kim.
The Kumbaya Exchange. The Kumbaya Exchange. Y'all know the church song, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. That. The Kumbaya Exchange. If y'all been on my page, my Facebook page, y'all saw my story, and it had a flyer on there. I'm gonna show you the flyer. 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 This flyer right here. Okay, y'all see that? Hopefully y'all can see that. This flyer right here. The faith community cannot be silent. Okay? There's another piece to it. This flyer right here. The faith community cannot be silent. Now I'm going to read the text to you. It says, so this is a march with some faith leaders, and full disclosure, I don't know nobody on this list. I don't know nobody. I didn't even really look at who was on it. I really don't care. I saw it, and I saw some preachers and all, and I ain't got no problem with preachers. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I know I'd be cussing, but I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. I got no problem with Jesus. I believe in Jesus. I believe he was crucified, buried, and rose in 3 days. I'm there. I got no problem with that. But church is out. Church out. It ain't even Wednesday yet. Okay? I'm trying not to. Let me just read this to you. So this is a march that they've put together in response to all the rioting and looting going on. All right? Let me read what it says. It says, why march in Bronzeville on Dr. Martin Luther King Drive? Between 1915 and 1970, approximately 500,000 African Americans moved to Chicago in what we call the Great Migration. The move from the South to the North was in an effort to make a better life for themselves and for their family, a better life for themselves and for their family, and to escape the systemic racism that removed hope and promised destruction should they remain. Go down a little bit. On Tuesday, let me drop down. It says, so they're talking about where they're going to march at. They're going to march on King Drive. It said, we picked this route for a number of reasons. Our meeting place represents the symbolism of hope that our community has had. Okay. I'm not going to read no more. Okay. Go read the flyer. In that last phrase, that last clause, the symbolism of hope is all you're going to see. That's all you're going to see on this flyer. So they are essentially about to get together, and this is today at 6 o'clock. It's today at 6 o'clock. I'm going to tell you don't go. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. Because right now, we're at a moment of exchange. We're in a moment of exchange. The defecation has hit the isolator. You know what that means? That means shit is everywhere. It's not just on us now. It's not just on polar black folk. The whole state is jacked up with riots and looting. They're in Naperville, they're in Aurora. These is white folk, these is Asian. Everybody. So it's on everybody. And we have a moment right now to exchange for something substantive for our community. Listen, man, I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want to see nobody rioting and breaking into stores. But I don't want to see my community poor either. These kids, I've been at a couple of the joints. These are kids primarily, and these kids ain't stupid. They see everybody coming to Illinois living high on the hog while they live in squalor. They're not dumb. They're not stupid. They hear people all day talking about it's a world-class city while they live in low-class conditions. They're not dumb. They see Asian immigrants coming here living good, European immigrants coming here living like bosses, Hispanic immigrants coming here and being given schools and money, and they hear the mayor talking about it's a sanctuary city for them. They hear the governor talk about Illinois is Latinx and it's a sanctuary state. They hear that. They hear everybody getting treated with kid gloves but them. And now it's done boiled over, and everybody is surprised and upset. Because they out here wild. Look, I don't know nobody to wild either. And if I could pull a young person to the side, I could look, bro, chill, your mama want to see you. They out here getting crazy. Don't get hurt. Just chill at the crib. Matter of fact, I done told some of my young folks that. But I'm trying to say to y'all, I'm trying to say to these folk, that what you guys are about to do, we got them by the balls right now, man. We got them by the balls. And you finna go down there, kumbaya, hold hands, hug and kiss, and then have everybody go back home to poverty? Is it me? Tell me in the comment, am I crazy? Why we not? Listen, man, I don't know the people on this flyer. This ain't personal. You could put my mama on the flyer. I say the same thing. This is some bullshit. This is an opportunity to go demand some money and some stuff for our community. If the communities, I don't know about the white ones, but if the black communities on the south and west sides of Chicago both their parents had good paying jobs, whether they lived together or not, whether they married or not, both of them had good paying jobs. The kids had a good paying summer job. The kids could go to a school with world-class resources like every other school in the city that's not black. If they heard the governor and the mayor talking about them like they talk about everybody else, and their communities were treated with kick gloves. Listen, everybody in Illinois and in Chicago particularly got something. Every group. The Irish got the police department. I think the Italians got the fire department. They're giving the Hispanics. And these Hispanics who can't even vote. They're giving them sanctuary. Money for school, for funding for school. If you got to speak Spanish, but we need some Spanish-speaking teachers. But then you telling black folk, well, just pull your pants up. That's what your problem is. Everybody in this city got something but us. Everybody got a hold of a piece of the industry but us. And we finna go kumbaya at this moment when dude, I'm not going to this crap. As soon as I saw the flyer, I read it, I said, oh my God. Oh my God, here we go again. Look, y'all hear me say this often. W.E.B. Du Bois said, being poor is hard, but being a poor race in a land full of dollars is the bottom of hardship. J.B. Pritzker echoed him just recently, and I'm going to give him his props for this. But it had to get to this for us to get kind of talk. J.B. Pritzker, Governor Pritzker, in a press conference recently, said it is hard being black. He echoed W.E.B. Du Bois. We're a poor race. We're a poor ethnic group in this country, to be specific, and in this city. And everybody gets paid attention to but us. And now that we have an opportunity where we basically got them by the balls right now. And what we gonna do is we gonna go march and hold hands and kumbaya with no demands. Ain't nobody finna go tell J.B. Pritzker to release some CARES fund to. I mean, ain't nobody gonna tell. We just saw the federal government give away money like candy. Wasn't no debates, wasn't no deliberation, wasn't no fight. They talked for a day and boom, overnight. $3 trillion out the treasury. And if you don't know by now, most of that money went to white people in white businesses. It did. Harvard, they got a $40 billion endowment, got $9 million. Steak and Shake got $10 million. I saw a little study the other day that said white families got larger stimuluses because they own homes to a larger degree. And so because of the tax write-off they got, their stimulus gonna be like about $12,000 or something to that degree. This was a giveaway to white people and white companies, and we got the crumbs. And speaking of that, in Illinois, there's a whole lot of people who ain't even got their unemployment yet. Still ain't got it. Whole bunch of black businesses couldn't qualify for the EDIL because they were micro businesses. They wrote them out. They legislated them out of the business funding. And then they did the child support thing, where if you owe child support, your stimulus gonna go to you're not getting your stimulus. And we finna go, man, this is some bullshit. Don't go to this march. Don't go. Again, I don't know nobody on it. Ain't nothing personal. If I see you personally and we talk, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I ain't got nothing against you personally. Matter of fact, the only person I vaguely know on this thing is Charlie Dates. I've seen him preach this several times, and his message was so cold as it relates to the freedom of black people. Seeing him on here was kind of like, oh, what you doing, dog? I don't know. Listen, it's not personal. I don't know y'all. I ain't got to know y'all. I'm just telling y'all, this is some bull. I'm not telling y'all. I'm telling people who see the flyer. This is bull, man. If they're telling you they finna go march for peace, and they ain't demanding the peace, they want you to suffer in silence. If they want you to go with them to march for peace, and they're not demanding a peace, they want you to suffer in silence. Again, Governor J.B. Pritzker said it's hard being black. This is the moment. This is the opportunity. Don't squander this opportunity, Black Chicago. I just did a press conference the other day with Rep. Ford and a few other folks, Pastor Anthony Williams and a few other folks. I recorded this live on my Facebook page, where they call for Governor J.B. Pritzker to release immediate funds in our community right now. Right now. And they want to go hold hands and march. Dude, no. Ain't no kumbaya. No. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I ain't telling nobody to go riot. I don't want that. But I'm saying no to this. No. This is the typical, usual stuff. Black people mad, let's placate them with some preachers. And I ain't got no problem with preachers. As long as you speaking truth to power like you're supposed to be. I got no problem with no preacher. But we done seen this in Chicago for too long, man. We done seen it. Churches shut up and get their little cut and they don't say nothing. if these people are doing that. I don't know. I'm not judging their intentions. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you, this is bull. Whether they don't see it or don't care to see it, I don't know. I don't care. This is nonsense, man. They should be going. It should have been on a flyer that they go. If it was on a flyer that they finna go down to City Hall and demand something, I'll be right there with y'all. I done 4 or 5 press conferences this week. If y'all follow my page, y'all know I'm active. I'll be right there with them. I'll be right there. And telling everybody I know to come on. But this is the usual, typical stuff, man. Then they got the white folks sprinkled in there. Ain't no problem with white folk. But look, matter of fact, this is a message to white folk that's riding. Listen, let me tell you something. White people yelling at police and tearing up property is not revolutionary. That's not revolutionary for white people. Y'all can yell at the police. Y'all can tear up. This ain't revolutionary for y'all. What's revolutionary for y'all is to tell the state and the city elected officials to give up some of the money to our community. Take some stuff from y'all. Because see, when y'all get done rioting and looting, guess what? When the smoke clears, guess what? You get to go back home. And you get to keep being white. And then you get to tell your kids 10, 20 years from now that you march with King. That's the Bernie Sanders play. Bernie Sanders, oh, I march with Dr. King. When we talked about reparations, oh, what's reparations? What is that? It's the same thing that it was when you signed the bill for Jews to get reparations, Bernie. So listen, I know I'm everywhere, but I'm just pissed off right now because we keep seeing this over and over and over and over again. Keep getting played. And the people that's on this flyer, listen, don't placate us, man. If you ain't gonna demand something, then just don't march. Just chill. Just chill out, let it play out. If you ain't gonna demand nothing, just chill, let it play out. If that ain't at the front of your agenda, if bringing money to black people in this city and in this state ain't at the front of your agenda, look, black people are 30% of the city. White people are 30% of the city. Yet white people get 70%, 80% of the contracts, but we get like 5 or 6. Black people are 30% of the city. White people are 30% of the city. Yet we make up 3% of the union. But the governor and the mayor says this is a sanctuary city. It's a sanctuary state. But I ain't heard them saying nothing about making it a reparation state. How come Illinois can't be a reparation state? And I'm not talking about the state pay reparations. I'm talking about reparations on a national level. Why can't Illinois be a reparation state? You can advocate for sanctuary for people who can't even vote for you, but yet I can't hear you say nothing about reparations on a federal level for all descendants of American slavery, for all those people in this country. It won't even cost you nothing. I ain't even saying the state should pay reparations. I don't agree with that. I disagree with that. It's the federal government that holds the bill. But you can't, so it wouldn't even cost the state. It wouldn't even cost you nothing. And you can't even say it. You can't even say, I'm an advocate for reparations. My city is 30% black. My state is 15% black. And because this is a large constituent in this state and this city, I'm an advocate for reparations for descendants of American slaves. You can't even say that? But you can advocate for people who can't even vote for you? And then you tripping because these kids down on the south side cutting up? Listen, these kids ain't dumb. They see what's going on, man. They ain't stupid, man. They see who living good in the world-class city and who ain't. If the south and west side of Chicago was full of whole communities, you ain't seeing no rioting. You ain't gonna see it. Because if that was the case, if black communities, if ADOS communities were whole across the country, You know why you ain't see no rioting? You wouldn't see any rioting? Because George Floyd wouldn't have been killed. George Floyd would not have been killed. He would not have been murdered if black people lived, 80 of those people had whole communities, whole American communities. Look at how America plays us. Look, they tell us, every community, listen, every ethnicity in America has a really strong, healthy church community where they church have large endowments and they do all that. Churches are doing well, and they have a relationship with the state or the city where they get money and funding for their communities too. But then they will tell us, and many of us will think, oh man, the churches get money, so the churches could be our reparations. I want to tell you something, and I want you to listen to me very, very clearly. You are an American citizen. If your ancestors were enslaved in this country, you're an American citizen. And what that means is you live in the greatest country in the world, the richest country in the world, that your ancestors built. And what that means is you're supposed to be able to have a healthy church community with large endowments and still have a relationship with the state where they fund your communities, your schools and contracts, so on and so forth. That's a thing Americans are supposed to have. You're supposed to be able to do both. This is what we're supposed to have as Americans. And you're an American. So don't let them play you with this do for self stuff. No. I want to do just like every other community does. Just like the Irish community they got the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church is strong. Got plenty of money. And they still got the police department. The Italian church, the Italians in America, they got strong churches. Asians Chinese got strong churches. Yet they still got plenty money from the government and plenty set asides and cutouts from the government. So I know I'm all over the place. I'm just pissed off. And I want you to get pissed off too. Okay? I've been doing press conferences all this week. Y'all been seeing it on my page. Some of y'all done been coming to them. And the press conferences were about demanding Governor J.B. Pritzker fix what he said. He said it's hard being black. Well, Mr. Governor, you have the power to fix why it's hard being black. Sign an executive order. Release CARES funding into the black community in the state of Illinois. Right now. We saw what the government did with the stimulus. They just went and got some money. Just went and opened up the vault and just took out, here, everybody gets money. Everybody gets big. So I don't want to hear, we gotta think about this, and we got this budget. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. When they did the stimulus, they figured it out. Listen, it was so cold, they figured out the amount and went, signed the bill, and then they started figuring out how to give it out after they signed the bill. After they signed it, they started changing stuff in midstream. Like right in the middle of it. Self-employed businesses were supposed to get like $10,000. They end up getting like $1,000. They changed it just like that. So forget all this. We gotta come up with we do gotta come up with a plan. But we smart enough to come up with one right now. We ain't gotta wait. We need some money right now. These stores that's been tore up, they need to be rebuilt right now. The black contractors need to rebuild them. These folks in black communities that ain't got no money, they need some money right now. So when those stores get rebuilt, they can go shop at them stores. Right now. We're not exchanging for criminal justice reform. We ain't doing that. Because when it's all said and done, criminal justice reform or not, you're still going to be poor. You're still going to be a poor people in a land full of dollars. You're still going to be poor. And it's still going to be hard being black. So we want some relief now. Not next week, not next month, not next year, not when the COVID calms down. Right now. Y'all want them kids to chill? Listen, y'all want the kids to chill? I'm gonna tell you what you do. I'm gonna tell you what you do. I'm gonna tell you what you do. Get your pen out. Get your pen out. This is what you do. Just like this is what you do. We get together. We go to Pritzker and Lightfoot. And just like the politicians get together and canvass the neighborhoods when they want to win an election, when we get together, we go to them, to like the Governor Pritzker and Mayor Lightfoot. We go to them with what we want. And when they agree to what we want, we get in campaign mode, just like when we're trying to win an election, and we start going to the black community, and we start telling them, look, this is what we got, this is what's coming, chill out, we're finna get some money. We're finna rebuild this community. So here's what we demand. We demand three things. We demand Governor J.B. Pritzker declare a state of emergency right now in the black community. Then we demand Governor J.B. Pritzker release funds, CARES funds, right now into the black community. And then we demand that Governor J.B. Pritzker start to legislate us into the prosperity of this state right now with contracts and school funding, etc., etc. And then we demand, and this goes for Lori too, Mayor Lightfoot as well, and then we demand that both become advocates of a national program of reparations for American descendants of slavery. They're advocates for sanctuary cities, but you can't mention the... and we want to go march. Kumbaya. So we demand a few things. State of emergency right now. Emergency funds right now. Releasing CARES funds right now into the black community. Legislate us into the prosperity of this city and this state, and contracting school funding right now. We ain't talking about minority, us, right now, black folk, right now. And become a staunch advocate. And this don't even cost the state or the city. I don't believe in state reparations. I believe in federal reparations. And both J.B. Pritzker, Governor Pritzker, and Mayor Lightfoot become staunch advocates of reparations for American descendants of slavery right now. I want to hear it come out your mouth. If Chicago and Illinois are sanctuary cities and states, we'll make it a reparation state. Now, use your Willie pulpit now. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear about no marching. I don't want to hear about no praying. I don't want to hear none of that. We want them demands right now. And when we get them to agree, then we go to the hood just like we go when we try to win an election. And we start telling folks, look, this is coming. We got this. They're going to rebuild these stores, and we're going to rebuild them, and we're going to have money to go shop at the stores we rebuild. Right now. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. No Kumbaya Exchange. No Kumbaya Exchange. Politics is not charity. No Kumbaya Exchange. So again, I ain't going to this march. Maybe when they get there, they're going to be talking about demands. But if you can't even put it on the text, I don't even want to hear. That tells me you ain't even thinking about it. If it ain't even in your document, you ain't thinking about it. You ain't thinking about it, man. You ain't thinking about it. So I don't want to hear it. I'm not going. If they was talking the right stuff, I'd go. Y'all know I'm active. But they talking crazy. I'm not going. And I would suggest you not go. And if you go, you need to tell them, look, don't go. Just don't even give it no, don't forget it. Forget it. And if any of them see me want to talk, whatever, I'll talk to you. It ain't nothing personal. I ain't got no problem with nobody. I'm just tired of the same old usual nonsense. And that's what this is, man. So no Kumbaya Exchange. None of that. That's no. None of that. This march is at 6 o'clock. Don't go. Do not go.